well over with, win this title.
Before you showed up, there was only one question anyone was asking around here.
Yeah? What was that, champ?
Is the next face of this company gonna be Braun Breaker? Or Jacob Fatu? Then you show back up, and even though I threw you around like a rag doll, people keep telling me the archetype should be in that conversation. Is that what you think? That you deserve to be on my level?
I mean, yeah, your parents are more famous than you are, but...
What you're gonna find out tonight in front of a stadium full of people is what your wise man has known this entire time. He would have been a lot better off if I was his Paul Heyman guy.
Your old school mind games ain't gonna work on me. You did yourself a favor waiting this long. If you'd come at me last year right after our first match, I'd have retired you for good. Even you knew that.
Maybe. Or maybe I just had to lose to learn all the holes in your game.
The problem with that is I got no holes in my game. I'm not some gimmick. I've known exactly who I am my entire life. A champion.
Then you're in for a rough night. Because if that's the only way you see yourself, what's the mirror gonna look like without that belt?
I'm not gonna find out because tonight, your comeback is over.
Alright, Piercy boy, what you got?
Look at you, standing here, main event of WrestleMania. You took every road but the easy one.
I definitely hit some potholes along the way.
It was all worth it to get here. Maybe get the chance to knock Heyman's teeth down his throat. Not that I can officially condone that sort of thing as the general manager of Raw.
Officially.
But I can understand why you'd want to. I'm sure you've had a lot of pent-up frustration. When I showed up at TBD and made you the offer to go to NXT, I don't know if I would have blamed you if you told me to go to hell.
I did think about it for a second.
You made hard choices. Some bad ones, some good ones. But they were yours.
We can reminisce more some other time. Right now, be focused on tonight.
Good. Now go out there and finish what you started.
Funny thing about comebacks.
Exactly.
Teaching that all, you're going to it is.
Sure. With Heyman clearing a path, it would have made this whole road a heck of a lot easier, that's for sure.
He's anyway.
Some things are worth waiting for. I'd rather earn it than take it the wrong way. I'm not you, Liv.
I know, maybe.
Fun is not...
Okay, now that I've talked to everybody again, now we can go to the match. Let's get it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
The comeback story of the decade culminates at WrestleMania.
The comeback story does culminate tonight, but is this going to be the ending the archetype dreamed of? Or will all the hard work
choosing to believe the past year meant something. This isn't the same archetype who stepped back into the spotlight and got shut down. Oh, no.
Under the guidance of Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker steps onto the grandest stage of them all.
The bootleg WrestleMania.
Introducing the challenger from Lafayette, Indiana, weighing in at 185 pounds, C. Watkins. And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker.
Not going to be any question about who's champ after this.
There are matches that change the course of WWE and define eras. You can feel it in the air. Braun Breaker versus the Archetype. The rematch is one of those.
I have to agree with you. There is a sense of... destiny in the air at WrestleMania tonight. And they both feel it. Braun and the Archetype came here looking for a fight. And they're gonna get it.
Delivers the Bulldog. Trying their opponent's arm out. Carefully measured double stomp.
I'll be Logan Paul, member of Division, which is what you're a part of, Braun. I can beat you too.
Finds its mark. Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Any chance for Braun's offense is being trampled.
Ferocious in their approach on the champion. From the heavens, big body splash from the top. Someone knows that if they want to hold gold at the end of the night, they have to pull out all the stops. The WWE Championship is on the line on the grandest stage of them all. Braun Breaker is defending against the Archetype, and Paul Heyman looks concerned that he's about to lose his meal ticket. Both knees in
Breaker.
the face. And he's in total control right now, only gaining more and more momentum.
Everything is working for him at the moment.
Nice counter from Breaker. Braun's finally able to slow all of that incoming offense. Braun trying to bring the fight back in this one.
Powerbomb here. Got shots to the face.
Nice try,
Providing escape plan. Nice calf kick, great elevation.
Where do you think you're going? Get up.
Stops that offense from connecting. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Running Hurricane Rana.
Getting dangerously close to our announce table.
Feeling the energy and ready to
Come on,
bring
Braun.
it to his opponent.
Come on, big guy.
WWE.
Just gonna go for a low blow. A final decision. You know what? I'll become a Paul Heyman guy. Why not?
After everything the Archetype has been through, how can he forget all that and side with Heyman?
Will side with Paul Heyman. To be a Paul Heyman guy, it does cost you. You got a lot more money in WWE.
Now sit at the
You do
top
become the
of
guy.
WWE for Booker T.
If you're a Paul Heyman guy, very lucky if you get to be a Paul Heyman guy. So.
And this has been WrestleMania.
I say lucky few, but yet everybody's been a Paul Heyman guy. So that's the end of the story, it looks like. Wow, the wise choice. I'm now a Paul Heyman guy. Nice guys finish first. Nice guys always finish last. Should have known that. What does our truth want?
Hey, I don't want you to freak out, but did you notice that Paul Heyman, your sworn enemy, is standing right over there?
Yes, I know. We're actually working together now.
Really? Y'all turned beef into brisket. Nice. But you should know, Paul Heyman has been known to play mind games. And those are my third least favorite type of games. Right after blame and reindeer, those fancy donkeys cheat.
Good to know. What's your point, Truth?
You know what kind of games I do like? Video games.
Oh,
I mean,
he's gonna do what he
if
did
this
in
was
the
a
last
video
game where
game,
he
you'd
gives you the
have
option to go
lots
back.
of options. In fact, there'd probably be a whole menu just called options. And after you figure out how to exit that menu, you could go back and try the whole game again. You'd give up your championship, but think of all the new choices you could make. I mean, you could reject NXT and go down a path that led to you trying to attack me with a giant dirt spoon. That would be crazy. There's tons of new things you could do. And all you'd have to do is try and believe and click on some text if it popped up on the screen.
After finally winning the title and getting Heyman on my side, you think I should throw that away and start over?
That's a good question. I'm gonna stand here and think about that while you go defend your title. Let me know when you want the answer.
So he basically gives you the option to go back and play through it all if you want to. Let's talk to Paul Heyman. What does he want?
You and me, the Archetype and the Wise Man, finally working together. It just feels right, doesn't it?
Let's just make one thing clear, Paul. This arrangement doesn't mean I've changed who I am. It was simply a business decision.
Yep.
Now that I've climbed the mountain again and become WWE champion, I want to stay here as long as possible. And you're gonna help me do that. But it has to be above board.
Understood, my Archetype. I will provide you with invaluable counsel and leave any unscrupulous behaviors in my past. You have my word.
All right. What do you have lined up for my first title defense?
I'm not too sure how this
Yeah, I'll do it for
individual
this
even
one. Like,
got a
subscribe,
title
notification
match.
bell. We'll see you on the next
Your
one.
call.